Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Pennsylvania Association College Admission Counseling Keystone Virtual Exploration. We're excited to have you here today and join us for this session. A few housekeeping tips before we go ahead and get started. This session will be recorded. Your audio and visual are muted for the duration of the program, but if you have questions, please enter them in the Q&A at the bottom of the screen, and the panelists will be sure to get to your questions. Without further ado, I'll turn it over to the University of Connecticut.
Thank you very much, Liz. Really appreciate it. Hello, so my name is Jason Hodge. I'm with the admissions office for the University of Connecticut. Here to discuss with you a little bit about the university, about its opportunities for you for this coming fall, as well as opportunities for students in the next 2 years as well. This is a brief presentation, and I will try to answer any questions in the questions and answers section that you may post. So please go right ahead and put your questions in as we go, and I will get to as many of those as possible in the next 43 minutes. Let me begin. So the University of University of Connecticut is a flagship institution for the state of Connecticut. We are, of course, a public university with multiple campuses, but 24,000 undergraduates across all 5 of our campuses. We're what you call a mid-sized public university. So not so large that people get lost, but large enough to provide you opportunities in different modalities and experiences that you can really feel comfortable that you get the right kind of attention. UConn is located across the state, like many of the systems in Pennsylvania, but unlike those systems, Storrs is our main campus, where roughly 18,000 of our students tend to live and go to school. Storrs is very attractive for out-of-state residents, considering the residence hall opportunities, the Division I sports programs, the wide variety of clubs and organizations found at Storrs, but some students want to choose a different type of setting. We have a campus right in the middle of our capital city of Hartford, which has a great social work program and has a nice focus on urban studies. We have a campus at Avery Point, right on the water and off Long Island Sound, and that is our marine sciences campus. It's a great opportunity for those who want to study the ocean, want to have a nice experience near Mystic Marine Life Aquarium. We have a campus in Stamford, one of our economic centers, excellent programs in digital media, as well as computer science, the arts, as well as psychology. We also have a program of a campus in Waterbury, Connecticut, which has a great focus on allied health sciences, as well as psychology and urban studies. So a couple different options for our students to consider. The main campus in Storrs is the larger one, but by all means, we have a nice set of different learning styles and different classroom experiences, depending upon what you're looking to study and do. A little about that main campus. I mentioned Storrs. So Storrs is roughly about ballpark about 18,000 undergraduate students. We enroll at Storrs about 4,000 students a year. So it's a quite popular campus to attend, lots of opportunities. In factoring in the other campuses as well, we enroll roughly about just under 6,000 students in the calendar year at the University of Connecticut. We're a very diverse university with 14% of our students coming from around the world. We're a very diverse population in terms of just backgrounds and interests and origin points from students, with 42% of our students coming from diverse backgrounds. We also have an excellent honors program. So we're also diverse academically, with quite a strong program at both Stanford and Storrs for students who really want to push themselves academically and achieve at the next level with our honors program, which I'll discuss in a few minutes. As I mentioned before, we are a diverse population, and we want to make sure you understand that we are looking to embrace you for who you are. We're hoping that you will learn to appreciate and embrace others for their backgrounds and interests and experience, depending upon your orientation or your gender or your specific interests in terms of engaging socially or culturally. University of Connecticut accepts students from all backgrounds, all different interests, all different points of view, because we find that the best classroom experience is when you get to really understand and really see the world not just through your eyes, but through the eyes of others, or the ears, or the sensations of others. So we really want that experience to be as rich and as robust as possible. And Huskies do more things than just go to class. You know, we have an excellent amount of educational broad opportunities when you want to see the world and make the world your classroom experience. We do have over 700 companies coming to campus to recruit our students for employment. We know you go to college to get a job, and hopefully those, being both domestic and international companies, will help you further your success in careers long term. We're also very involved in giving. And at the university, one of the key items is that we do a great deal of community service at UConn. We want to give back to the communities that have benefited us and help bring along others as we have been supported. Okay. Academically, UConn has over 110 different areas of study in a wide variety of focus areas in allied health sciences, natural resources, business, education, engineering, liberal arts and sciences, fine arts, nursing, and pharmacy. About 1/3 of incoming students are actually not in a declared major when they begin. Through our ACES program, Academic Center for Entering Students, we will help you find a major or majors that best suits you in terms of your long-term studies, long-term options. We do embrace double major option for students if there's not one major that just fits you, but multiple things do. We also offer a broad spectrum of minors to help kind of influence your experience. So business with a Spanish background, perhaps, or engineering with a focus perhaps on nutrition. You know, so many different possibilities present themselves with our majors and offerings. We want you to know that you can tailor something that best suits you. I'm a graduate of UConn, and my second degree is actually individualized, where I created my own major called Administrative Civil and Criminal Law, areas of psychology, sociology, political science, lots of different areas that I made into one major that really best suited me. A couple things to know about some of our key programs. The honors program, it is open to all students when they apply. Though preference is given to those who apply by December 1st. You don't have to separately indicate you're interested in honors. Honors is for the top of our applicant pool who are really the strongly engaged students in the classroom currently, really want to push themselves, really looking at the long-term options in graduate school. Our academic stars where they are, we hope that you continue that level of rigor and interest with our honors program at UConn. It is open to all majors. It is not a separate honors college. We have special programs, combined undergraduate and bachelor's degree programs in law, medicine, dental medicine, and education. What that means is that when you come to UConn in the special programs, you know you have a firm space in our medical school, our law school, our dental medical programs upon graduation with your bachelor's degree. So it is above and beyond pre-law and pre-med advising. It really does, for a select group of students, gives them that assurance that their continued work will result in a law degree or a medical degree or a degree in education when they're done with our combined program. Please note as well that within our admissions process, some of our programs can be a little more selective. Our School of Business is quite popular, so we do know that the profile for admission for business may be a little higher on average in general admission. Same with nursing and engineering. They are quite popular fields these days. And now that nursing and engineering do require to have chemistry and physics while in high school, to be considered for those programs. In the School of Fine Arts, naturally, our acting, our music, our studio arts programs do require you to have a portfolio, interview, or audition as well. Some of our programs are not first-year entry. They are what we call upper division or junior entry. Our medical and allied health sciences program and our College of Agriculture, Health, and Natural Resources are upper division, as well as our education program. It is 2 years pre-teaching, and then you enroll into the Bachelor's of Education, and then your Master's of Arts in Education. So it is a 5-year program, which you do get your Master's in Education when you're done. Our social work program is a pre-social work for the first 2 years, but you do finish with a Bachelor's of Social Work and options of a Master's and a PhD as well. Our School of Pharmacy, which is freshman entry or first-year entry, does offer the 6-year PharmD option for our students. What does it take to become a Husky? What am I looking for? We are both a Common App and Coalition Application School. You can choose either one. No preference is given to which application you look for, look to use to submit. We do ask for official transcripts from your home high school or multiple high schools if you've moved around. We are looking at the essay. The essay tells us a little bit about you, your interests, your strengths, your passions, what makes you a person. It is not a graded writing sample. It lets us kind of gauge and get a sense of your interests and backgrounds. We are looking at your as a recommendation. Generally, 2 are recommended for our students. What we want to make sure is that some people can speak well of you as a person who can contribute to the university setting. They're optional, but we do encourage them. Please note for our special programs on the other slide, there are 2 recommendation letters are required, specifically that speak to your interest in law or medicine or education or dental medicine. Those 2 letters of recommendation can serve as your general recommendation letters for UConn as well. So you only need to really submit 2 for our programs. And we are test optional. I want to make sure you understand that we do not require SATs or ACTs, but if you do submit them, they must come directly from the testing agency. And we have an application fee as well. A little bit more about the test optional component, because it doesn't just apply to our fall 2021 class, but for fall 2022 and fall 2023. It's important to note that we know that right now, getting a SAT or an ACT is a little challenging for students. Perhaps you've been fortunate enough to test this weekend, but you may not quite have the results in time to apply to college, or you might not be comfortable with your results given all that happened last year with classes, and that's fine. We are not requiring the SAT for admission for University of Connecticut or the ACT. If you choose to submit and you want them factored into your review, we certainly will do so. But if you feel that it don't represent you well, we are not going to make that a specific part of our application process. And that is for all things: merit scholarships, the honors program, the special programs. All of the options for UConn are test optional. Academically, we're going to look, and where we always require the transcript of these grades, we do want to make sure that you are well prepared. What you see on the screen is sort of the basic requirements for the university: 4 years of math, 4 years of English, math up into and beyond Algebra 2. We recommend more math, like a pre-calc or calculus if you can, particularly for engineering. 2 years of social sciences, including U.S. history. The more you study, the deeper you go in that area, the better. At least 2 years of a single foreign language, but again, the more you have, we recommend 3. If you have 4, that's fantastic. We do ask for at least 2 laboratory sciences, with nursing and engineering, of course, chem and physics, but also biology is very popular in school. We do have to look at that. Look at whatever lab sciences you have, and at least 3 electives, which can be in the areas that's noted above. In our review, holistically, we are looking at a number of different things, including the rigor of your courses, like how you challenge yourself, your overall performance over 4 years, your involvement in community, engaging with others, perhaps you have employment or a job, let us know. Your personal qualities, which come through in your essay and your recommendation letters, special talents, including arts abilities for fine arts students, but even outside of fine arts, leadership qualities, special talents and abilities you bring to the university are all considered in our review. UConn's an engaged community. We really feel that the involvement piece is critical in your application because we want you to be involved when you come here. Over 700 clubs and organizations, plenty of things to do for our students. We have a very strong athletics program. We're at Division I Big East Conference. Notwithstanding this year, because of obviously COVID having impacted our sports season, we are welcoming and excited to bring you to a very popular powerhouse sports university. Also engage with you in martial arts, in marching band, in skydiving, peanut butter and jelly club, which makes food for homeless people, a whole host of activities and leadership roles, kind of similar to what you have, but even more so when you come to college. We also engage, as mentioned earlier, culturally, with multiple cultural centers to help not only inform, but help shape your experiences with cultures unlike your own. finally, our deadlines. We do not have early action, we do not have early decision. But December 1 is a priority consideration date for the students who want to apply for consideration for merit and honors or for our special programs. We also do have a general deadline for Storrs of January 15th, so a little later into the winter. Our FAFSA deadline is February 15th. Decision release date is March 1, and we do release our admissions and financial aid at the same time. So make sure you have your FAFSA complete and up to date when you get it in, but at least by February 15th or earlier, hopefully. We'll get you one package of admissions and financial aid information. Our regional campuses have until May 1 to receive applications. May 1 also is our target date for deposits for students for the fall. And so with that, I'm going to stop the screen share and see if there's any questions I might be able to answer. Feel free to put them in and we'll take a look. Oh, there's a question. Oh, very. Okay, so the first question I did receive, and thank you very much, is when do you start accepting applications? We actually start accepting on August 1st. So we have been live with our application, Common and Coalition applications since August 1. And we will continue to accept them all the way up till for Storrs for January 15th. But we do encourage you to try to get them done this month, if at all possible. October and November are great times to get applications done so you can have a break and not have to worry about getting them submitted. Thank you. So I have another question about research opportunities at the university. So we're a Research One university, not only in the sciences, but we also have a broad range of activities in the arts, in liberal arts and sciences, and so many different things to do. So a couple things off the top of my head, when I think of research opportunities. We do engage and have for a number of years in strong science options in biosciences and genetics. So some of our students haven't gotten involved. We're involved fairly early on in the cloning aspects of doing science. So we cloned a cow, we cloned a couple other things at the university. Our students engage in so lots of medical science research, prosthesis work has come to mind. We've done work in the community, work with individuals who've been underserved. So for example, our law students and medical students both work with populations of migrant workers who needed assistance in getting both legal support and medical care. We have students who've done research into the heart. We have students who've done research into the problematic living conditions, families that have been disadvantaged. So the range of research opportunities is kind of unlimited. Many different majors, like say engineering, for example, students do the research and completion project part of their senior presentation. One thing that we really wish we could do, but we don't have the opportunity, is during our April open house. So perhaps we'll be in a better place by April. We have an undergraduate poster research exhibition, and it's a whole host of different areas of science. It's both physical and more naturalistic, as well as community-based, in which they talk about the research that our students conduct. We do provide SURF grants, enrichment awards to help students pay for their research, and it's been so broad range, from genetic marking, genetic testing, to how individuals perceive language, to kind of some fun. Nursing actually got quite a popular area for research. So it really is kind of up to you, whatever areas that you would want to be involved with. We do find faculty are looking for students who want to serve in our research and be published, or perhaps have their own ideas and are looking for support and how we can help you develop those ideas. So I think very comfortably students are able to engage in strong research opportunities at the university. I would so answer that question. It's sort of be unlimited. It depends upon what it is you want to do, but I think you can find that would exist here at UConn. Thank you. So the question I did receive was talking about residence halls for students at UConn. The University of Connecticut does have students living on campus right now. Yeah, though we've allowed and will continue to allow the opportunity for students to do distance learning and virtual learning during this pandemic, just for safety and comfort matters. But and I was just on campus earlier today, when you're there, it's amazing when everyone can live on campus. We have a range of opportunities for our students. We have traditional doubles, as well as triples. We do have some singles. We also have quads and apartments. And so students can live on campus all 4 years if they wish. They're not required to. And many students will elect to live on for the first 3, then move off locally into apartments or condominiums in the immediate area. When I was a UConn student, we lived on for 3 years, and then we rented a lake house in Coventry Lake, and that was a lot of fun. Definitely a different kind of college experience. I got to watch the crew team practice every day. It was a beautiful space. Along with the living situation is learning. So we do have what's called living and learning communities, where typically groups of, say, no more than 19 live on the same residence hall floor, are enrolled in a similar set of classes, and they learn and engage together. We have them themed around business, perhaps the arts, or topics such as women in engineering, perhaps, or perhaps global awareness, focuses on different things, different experiences. So we want you to live, essentially what the title is, live together and learn together. We also have 8 different dining halls on campus that provide a wide variety of food options. If you're going to live here, you're going to eat here. And we're very sensitive, very aware for students who have perhaps food allergies or food concerns. So we will find that there's lots of different things to eat on campus. And if you have particular needs, let us know. We do not contract out our dining arrangements. We actually take care of it in-house. And our staff is well trained and acutely aware of a variety of different needs for food these days in terms of allergies and other issues. So I think comfortably, no one's ever starved at UConn besides make our own ice cream. I think the living on a campus experience and the eating on a campus experience has been one of our truly fun things to show students. We can't wait to have you be able to see it when that time comes. Again, it is an option for all 4 years if you want to live on campus. We house about 73% of our students right on campus, and there's additional living arrangements that border the university as well. So you can be comfortable in being able to live at the university during your 4 undergraduate years, or graduate school as well if you stick around for grad school. Those are some great questions. I wonder if anyone has any more.
Jason, thank you so much. We have a little bit of time left. So if you want to stay on and wait for more questions, or we can, whenever you're ready, we can close it out if you'd like to. It's up to you.
I'll give it time for maybe 1 or 2 more questions. But if you don't have questions today, please note that the university does have opportunities for you to engage with us. You can always visit us at uconn.edu and come to the admissions page. We have virtual experiences available for students. We just did a whole host of school college presentations to learn more about business, more about engineering. We will have opportunities to learn about our research programs at UConn. We will have sessions on living on campus, learning on campus, eating on campus, and what the student experience is like. And all of those can be found at the admissions website, admissions.uconn.edu. We should be able to help you definitely get a feel for UConn beyond our experiences today. So if there are no more questions, oh, there is one. Okay. Question about UConn doing in-person tours. Currently we are not able to do in-person tours. We are out of abundance of caution. We're keeping the number of people on campus to a minimum. We did just go live though at our virtual experience page with a virtual campus tour. That looks fantastic. We can give you a little bit of a sense visually. We will open in-person campus tours as soon as we are able, but likely it probably won't be until at the earliest next spring before we can have people on campus for regular campus tours. But do please check out our virtual tour, which just went live. I think will give you a really good sense of what the university looks like. Do you have any other questions? Well, I think seeing none, perhaps I'll be able to let you go for today. If you ever need to reach me, it's simply my name, so it's Jason, Jayson, .Hodge, HODGE, at UConn.edu. Feel free to reach out, and I'd love to be able to answer your questions. Really appreciate your time today. Please enjoy the rest of your Sunday and have a great week. Have a great day.
Thank you so much, Jason, and thank you to all of our attendees for joining us today. If you'd like to view a recording of this session or other sessions, you can visit our website at www.pacac.org/virtual. Have a great night.